Are you listening?
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Good morning.
Nothing much.
The coffee's nice and warm. It's a chill day today. Chill day. That's right. Stretch your arms. Get that blood flowing.
Yep.
Woo-wee. Man.
Hey, chat, guess what? I got it.
You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah. I got some cool stuff, too. You make a video on it. The box opening didn't go well as I wanted to, so I gotta redo the video on this dice bag. But look at that. Boom. Super Fast Taurus logo.
Nice.
You know how well they do. And there's an extra. Ooh.
James Willis.
James.
I made a command for you on my channel.
James has a command on your channel now.
Yes, he does.
How did James get a command before I did?
I don't know. I'm working on that, though.
That's a dice bag. Dice bag Blaggett. That's right.
Hey, Blaggett.
Good morning.
Hey, dude.
He couldn't be with us today because of he has appointments today he has to do.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're wondering, I am the coolest subscriber. That's right, James. You finally put it in there for yourself after a while. Woo! So we got some fun stuff to talk about today, but today's gonna be a chill day because I gotta edit Wise video and gotta get prepared for tonight's show and get dinner all in the same hours times frame. It's yay.
Work.
Work. All the work. You're the work. But I wanted to talk about those play boosters. Ooh-wee. You know, those play boosters are pretty cool looking to me. And they're starting in the new Ravnica set. That's when they're going to come out. So the beginning of next year sometime. Ooh, let's see. Boom. So what are play boosters? Well, play boosters is like a mix between a draft booster pack and a set booster. They'll come with 1 to 6 commons. The 7th slot could be a list common. The 8 to 10 slots are uncommons. The 11th spot is a rare or mythic rare. You're going to get a basic land in 12th spot. You get a non-foil wild card in the 13th slot. And the 14th slot, you get a foil wild card. And there's an add token helper art card slot. Yeah, all that bullshit there.
I don't care about the dang on ad cards. They can keep those.
So there's this big article that I'm just going to summarize is because I don't want to read this entire article. I don't got the energy for that right now. And I pretty much know how it works. Yeah, but I wanted to show you mainly the play booster. Yeah.
So what they're doing, they're taking standard packs, booster packs, and just mixing them together.
Basically, they're kind of doing that in an ideal. They're taking a set booster with the it has fun cards you can pull in a booster, but they're making them more that are draftable. So you can buy a booster pack that's draftable and have fun alternate art, full bordered cards type things like that in there.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad of an idea, actually. I like it.
I love it. But they're doing it because set boosters, which are not playable for drafting, people are buying more of those, they said, compared to the draft boosters. And the draft boosters is what people give people in limited, and they're trying to keep limited alive in format. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited for it. This is an idea I had a long time ago. I talked about why don't they just make draft boosters like set boosters, playable but with cool cards. And so I remember someone in the community, and particularly somebody, said they won't do that. Well, sales are down on one end, and they're like, "Well, let's try this out, see like if it's a good effort."
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Well,
Play
you
boosters are the
can
new
go
reason.
back. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm reading the comments. Play boosters are the new reason we will see way too many people say burn down WotC. You know what? I've actually seen more positive responses on play boosters than I have seen negative responses right now. Yeah.
I don't see what's so wrong about it. I mean, I don't see where the negativity is coming from on this.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like it'd be a good idea. I mean,
Right.
this might be the way they're trying to bring standard back.
Well, drafting, limited play, sealed, like they're gonna discontinue selling draft boosters and set boosters and replace those two products with this one.
Ah, okay.
So this will be the main boosters. It'll be this and collector's boosters.
Okay, so this ain't nothing for standard then.
No, these are your standard packs. But their reason to do it this way is to spice up the pack opening experience while having a draftable pack.
Okay.
So these are going to be your standard boosters, like the basic booster you get. They're gonna cost a little more because of the work they have to put into it to make sure it works and fits the theme and the style of the set of a regular booster. While spicy card is a pull in the pack. So yeah, they're going to be standard boosters. These are going to be the main booster you can buy because there's no longer going to be a set booster to buy, and there's no longer going to be a draft booster to buy. It's just going to be this booster, one SKU replacing two SKUs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Oh well. Hold on. I got to appease the audience. To define the topic, I said today was going to be a chill stream. And we're talking about play boosters and a chill stream. Look at the title. It says chill stream and play boosters are more fun. Yay! Let's discuss. Yay! There you go. Love it.
Yeah. Now Richie just made a comment.
This one right
I
here.
agree. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, yeah, you remember the days when there was only one type of booster?
Yep. Those were the days.
Yeah.
They
were.
Oh no, it was great when you only had one booster. Yep. But like collector boosters are hot. They're hot. People love buying them. They love paying for them. They love getting what they get.
I would buy some play boosters.
Right. I think play boosters are the way to go. I think is the best evolution in packs because you're getting a playable pack where you can draft and you're getting the spice out of a fun set pack. And that makes it awesome.
Okay. What's so stupid about it, Richie? You don't care me asking?
Talking about the one type of booster? Yeah, and thank you. It is awesome work. If you want, Richie, I can send you a link and you can chat here with us if you want.
Yeah. I like to I don't understand.
Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Bow, bow,
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going in more depth into this with Richie.
Okay, dude. I get. What's this? I may be hyperbolic, but it's because they're solving an issue they themselves created it. Well, that is true.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that.
But, think about it long term. They tested an idea. It became more popular than they realized that was hindering the main mechanic of drafting and sealed. And so what was happening, what they were explaining in the video I shared with James, he probably watched the video before I shared it with him. But basically, draft boosters were not being ordered as much as set boosters because people like the excitement they were getting out of set boosters and the multiple rare opportunities to get out of set boosters. That they weren't firing a lot of drafts, which are sanctioned tournaments. Drafts and sealed are sanctioned tournaments. And then people they weren't ordering enough draft packs, but they're ordering more set packs, and people who were newer to the game or didn't draft as much were influencing the sales of draft packs. Oh, not draft packs. Yeah, they were influencing the sales of draft packs being low because they wanted to buy the set packs. So they didn't want to get rid of the set pack, and they didn't want to get rid of the draft pack, so they combined the two. Yeah. All right. I guess I missed out on the good old days. Well, there's other ways to go broke, daddy-os,
Yep.
There's other ways to go broke. That's the only reason I say it's stupid. Otherwise, it's fine. I believe this is better than what we have now. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Agree, Richie. Agree 100%.
Yep.
Well, it's stupid because they created the problem themselves. But I think their solution to fixing the problem is pretty badass.
Yeah. I mean, if you break it, you gotta fix it.
All right. You have to run in a minute. Otherwise, you join. All right. All right. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool, handsome man. All right. But yeah, so play boosters, I think, is a natural good step in evolution here. I think they should have done this from the get-go, to be honest. Because you have to have a product that competes with collector packs, like, getting Spice, and a budget way to get collector's packs. And I think this is a good budget option to getting a collector's pack, because you don't get all the Spice and stuff you get in a collector's pack here, but you get some of the stuff, and you get a playable pack. And it still fits in a regular pack where you get X amount of commons, X amount of uncommons. You got a couple choices to get a couple chances to get a multiple rare pack, and you still get the cool frames, the cool alternate arts that fit in a set pack, but in a draft pack. It is completely awesome. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm thinking about going back to paper too.
Yeah, well, one step at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you want to learn. I know you want to get a commander deck.
Yeah, I do, because that's the only way I can play around here, because they don't play standard at my local.
Mm-hmm. I think this shows that people like the list spot and pack, which I believe is why set boosters sold better. So it will now appear in better pack for all players and collectors. Yes, James, that's a good observation, an intelligent observation as well. There's a very strong argument for a collector's product. You can sell a higher concentration of the desirable cards without the attached bulk of 13 commons per rare. Yep. The set booster product made far less sense. Right. How I think the community basically looked at a set pack or set booster is it was just more fun to open on camera. Mm-hmm. Just compared to draft booster. Draft booster gave you the basic cards, and less of a wow factor to opening a draft pack compared to a set pack. So I think integrating the two is a far better idea to giving you some of that wow factor while giving you some playability if you want to draft a pack.
Yep.
Yeah. And it'll definitely be an interesting thing if someone does a chaos draft and get like some vintage packs in there. If you don't know what a chaos draft is, where people draft, choose different packs from different sets. So I can draft, like if I had Ravnica packs, someone had Innistrad packs, someone had like some future set with these packs. That'd be an interesting draft right there.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Cube enthusiasts like James Willis will not mind this pack at all. Like he'll build cubes out of this pack because cubes make James Willis Randy. He's the cube junkie in this crowd, not me. All right, have a good one, Richie. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited for these plague boosters.
Mhm.
Because I want to get back into. I want to play standard, but can't play it at my LGS because nobody plays it. It's always modern, vintage, commander,
Right.
everything but standard.
Yeah, standard's kind of annoying for me. Like I love playing standard and I love playing the 60 card format standard. But deck evolution's a serious bitch when it comes to formats. And I know they lengthened the time it takes to play for a card to be legal in standard, up to like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But for the fact that every time a set comes out, you gotta buy new cards or edit your deck to stay competitive, or sometimes completely switch an entire deck out because you're trying to keep up. That's the biggest problem I have with standard is you're always upgrading your deck to keep up with the competitive rate or changing the competitive rate because Wizards sometimes just print cards to fix other cards to make them less broken, and sometimes that switches the meta around, because one moment mono red could be like the strong deck, then all of a sudden there's a card that comes out that completely stops the deck from being good, so you have to build a new deck or upgrade the deck. Yeah.
Mono red's pretty strong right now.
Right.
Still.
That's good. That's good for mono red. Boom. But look at this. We got a channel sponsor, everybody. We got CardsUtopia.com where you can get sweet. And I'm talking about sweet super fast tortoise dice bag for $45, $5 shipped to your house. Holds 2 pounds of dice. A little more than 2 pounds of dice it can hold. And it doesn't fall. Has a pull string. Has this cool looking fabric on it. But mainly you're going for that sweet logo and supporting Super Fast Tortoise. Yeah. This dice bag is pretty awesome. Pretty neat. And you can find that here at CardsUtopia.com. Yeah. Oh. Nope. Boom.
You can also get a MTG Hillbilly dice bag.
Yeah.
Dag blanket.
Yeah. That green screen does not help you at all when it's showing
Yeah.
that bag.
I know. I wanted something behind me, but I don't like you seeing the green screen. But there's the MTG Hillbilly dice bag.
Ooh, that's a lot better. Look at that bag. Pretty bag. Cool bag.
Dag blanket.
Dag blanket. Woo.
Love it.
Yep, and you can find that at CardsUtopia.com.
I hear you have extra one of those dice shells.
Oh yeah. Yes, right here. This was actually thrown in. Like to the sponsorship deal, this is actually thrown in because I get to explain it now since I'm on my channel. This is actually going to be thrown into the auction.
Ooh.
Yeah, something you can win. People will bid on this little piece of jewelry. Well, I say jewelry, but little piece of luxury, I should say. And it has a pull string. It has a pull string and everything. It's ready to go. It is awesome to the maximum sauce. Nice. Yeah. Then what's this? My first dice bag. What am I going to do with this? I guess we'll find out in the near future.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Yee. James Willis being amazing, being awesome.
I had to do a dang on update to my Stream Deck. Seems like every dang on thing today is wanting an update.
Update season.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes all the updates come out at once. Sometimes I swear they plan it so they're like forcing you to take a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Can you bid on the OG Dice Show? I don't even know what I'm doing with that quite yet. I don't know because I might be doing something spicy in the near future with it. Actually, ooh, like potential giveaway dice bag for the OG.
Nice.
Yeah. Boom. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Boom.
Hey, Stasis Orb.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, a little late to the stream, but had to take care of my dogs. So,
How dare you do responsibility things when we should be the most responsible thing you do all day?
I was
are
almost
you sure about that?
I was almost late. I had like 1 minute to get to the stream.
Yeah.
Crap, it's 10:59. I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, other than the shill segment we just had, Blast showing off dice bags and stuff, we were talking about play boosters. Have you heard about those yet?
yeah, I have. I saw like an announcement on Arena or whatever, or like some sort of something linking to it. But yeah, they're getting rid of the difference boosters or whatever.
Yeah, they're getting rid of draft boosters and set boosters, and play boosters are like the mix between the two,
which is good. I think that needs to be a thing. I think it was so confusing whenever I'd go into a store and it's like, hey, I'd like to buy a booster box, and they're like, oh, did you want set boosters? Did you want draft boosters? What do you want? And I'm just like, a booster pack.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or a booster box. It's just like, I don't know. They're like, well, this has this, this has that, this has. I'm like, I just want a booster box, man.
Right?
Box.
Just a booster box. It reminds me of that meme where it shows this baby cheetah looking at his mom. And
How's it going, James?
It's like, Mom, can I have a set boosty? Mom, a set boosty? We want a boosty pack? I'm like, no. Beg.
It's there was this joke. I don't know. I was on some sort of tangent or whatever. I was like, you go into KFC, you say, I want some chicken. And they're like, okay, what kind of chicken? And I'm like, chicken. Crispy, original, extra crispy. Chicken. Do you not have chicken here? Give me some damn chicken.
Do you want the white meat? Do you want the dark meat? Do you want a thigh? Do you want a breast? There's a lot of ways to break down a chicken apparently.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you go into KFC. Why are you there? To get chicken.
Yeah, fried chicken. If you're not at KFC to get fried chicken, I don't know why you're at fried chicken, because their grilled chicken is not as great.
No, their grilled chicken is
I got food poisoning one time from KFC.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's not good. It must be that localized store that you went to that did that.
It must have been.
That sucks. But KFC has some good chicken. I love going between KFC and Popeyes because
Popeyes has the best chicken, hands down. That oh my god, their chicken is so good, especially their chicken sandwich.
Oh, their spicy chicken sandwich is banger.
Oh my god, it's so freaking good. Yeah, the spicy chicken. Oh god, so good.
Yeah, spicy chicken. And that sauce that makes it the spicy sauce that goes with it is pretty awesome. Like when I order it, I get extra sauce because it's spicy.
Yeah, we don't have Popeyes out here. At least I haven't seen a Popeyes. I'm pretty sure there probably is, probably close to downtown Indianapolis, but yeah, no, I don't know. but I know in Utah they recently opened not only a Popeyes, but they also opened a oh, what was it? El Pollo Loco, which I thought was, oh my gosh. I don't know if you ever had El Pollo Loco, but it's like flame grilled chicken basically. They do like rotisserie chickens and so oh, it's so freaking good, and their beans and rice are so freaking delicious. I was so stoked that they opened one in Utah. I was so sad when I left because I'm like, because it's a West Coast thing. And it was cool to see that they opened one up randomly in Utah. But I guess if there's a state to randomly open up a business, because Utah Riverdale got a freaking In-N-Out burger randomly, and I was like, that's crazy. And then I guess there's 2 In-N-Outs in Utah right now, and
good Larry.
Yeah, they're doing really good. But I don't know if you guys like In-N-Out or not, but
In-N-Out's all right.
It's so good. I'm coming from California. It's so freaking good. I had it, like regularly, like at least twice a month.
Popeye's chicken is effing awesome. This is not an Adam Sandler movie.
Here we got KFC.
God, I haven't seen that movie in years.
Here we got all kinds of chicken restaurants. We got Slim Chickens, KFC, Zaxby's.
Oh, Zaxby's. Okay, so I there's only one thing I like from Zaxby's, and it's those little chicken sliders. They're so freaking good. Those things are absolutely the best thing ever, because they toast the bun perfectly every time. It's like it's crispy on, like, where it's toasted, and then the bun is so soft. It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you had Zaxby's yet, Derek, but it's good. Get the chicken sliders.
We don't have a gas piece here that I don't believe. I mean, we have a lot of restaurants, but like they're on the other side of town. But like we have a lot of, we don't have like all the good ones. Like we have some weird ones. We got the basics. We got we got IHOP, which we love IHOP here. That we have a Texas Roadhouse. I think the other steakhouse closed, to the Longhorn Steakhouse. But then you have your basic ones that you find in most downtown areas. But
do you have a Jack in the Box?
I don't know if we actually have one in Cedar Rapids. I'm pretty sure there's one in Des Moines.
It's a restaurant. I've ate at a Jack in the Box before, but we ain't got one here.
Yeah, it's really bizarre because when I was in Texas, I worked at a Walmart out there, and there was a Jack in the Box like in our parking lot. And by the way, I don't want to. I mean, obviously, this is gonna upset somebody, but when I moved to Texas, everyone's like, "You have to try Whataburger."
Oh yeah,
Whataburger.
And I was like, "Okay," and then I tried it, and I was like, "It's okay."
We have a Whataburger.
It's not that good. It's whatever. And like, I don't know. It's really funny because like everyone's like, it's the fast food joy of Texas. It's gonna be the. I will say there was this really cool taco place, and I didn't know they were a franchise until I asked them about it, because I've never been to one, but it was called Fuzzies, and their tacos are absolutely fantastic. They're so freaking good. So if you ever see a Fuzzies in any town you're cruising through, stop by. It's so good. So
yeah,
never had it.
One of our favorite places to eat that's expensive is called Freddy's. It's a burgers and shakes place.
Oh yeah, Fast Freddy's.
Yeah. Freddy's is really good.
I think it's called Fast Freddy's. No, I think Fast Freddy's. I know what you're talking about. We got one here.
No, this is a Freddy's burger and shake place with shoestring fries. So good.
Yeah, we got one here.
We have this restaurant we don't like.
I love freaking shoestring fries. I don't care what it says. Yeah, you get little, like everyone complains like, oh, they're so tiny. Then they don't do like, oh, they're so freaking good. I like the
They are so good.
They're so freaking good.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Twiddlers, we have a Steak and Shake here. We don't have Freddy's. It's the same. I guess this equals the same. As well as what is it? Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. We have Hardee's here, but it's basically Carl's Jr.
Right.
Well,
No,
here,
that's what it is. It's the same company, different name.
here we
Yeah.
got a Steak and Shake and Freddy's.
Steak and Shake and Freddy's.
Yep.
No, No, what he's talking about is Freddy's Steak and Shake is the name of the place.
Right.
Twiddlers, we do have Culver's out here in Indiana.
Culver's is all right. Not a super big fan of Culver's.
Okay.
I like their
We
ice
do-
cream.
but
The
we
ice
have
cream's delicious. Their ice cream is so good. But their
Culver's
food
ice cream is pretty
is
banging.
okay.
Yeah, their ice cream selection is banging. What is it? Oh yeah, we have this restaurant here that somehow is popular, but Casey and we don't like it at all. It's called Bandanas, and basically everything tastes like it's just soaked in barbecue sauce. Like I've had nachos that just taste like barbecue sauce. I had we went there again and I had what was it, a burger, and it just tastes like barbecue sauce. And in Casey, every time she ate something, it just tastes like barbecue sauce. And the only unique thing we tried there was a boiled peanut, and that was weird.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Mhm.
And I bet the meat's probably pretty dry.
Well, like the steaks are kind of dry, but then you get like the sloppy over barbecue sauce loose meats. It's just a bad place. Like unless you love barbecue sauce and the flavor of basic barbecue sauce, this place was terrible.
Don't get me wrong, I like barbecue.
Yeah, but no one has
I
an ice
don't-
cream place but me.
I like barbecue sauce too, but not that much. Not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want my food drenched in barbecue sauce.
Right.
Pretty much.
Would you like some meat with your barbecue sauce?
Right? That's all it tastes like. And we don't understand why it's so popular. I mean, I could douse a burger of barbecue sauce. Could I make millions off that now?
It's like that what was that the burger bar in
Yeah, Burger
Rage,
Bar.
right? Oh god, that place it's okay. It's not and yeah, it got some traction because of it was on that what Guy
Diners,
Fieri
Drive-In
or whatever.
Diners.
Yeah, did his show at it, and it's just like it's okay. I always see a bunch of people there though. Like whenever we drive by, I'm just like, damn, there's a lot of people there. But like,
It's a banging place.
it really is.
I love it. I love it. Like I love their food, and every time we go to Utah, we stop by it. Like they're like, I won't say they're the best burgers in the world, but their burgers are above just good. And their fries are done pretty good, but their shakes are killer. Like it's between the burgers and the shakes. Their fries are called what they call double cooked, where they cook them halfway the first time, they take them out, let them set for a bit, then they cook them fully a second time so they get the extra crispiness to them. But
yeah, they double fry. Yeah, they do the double fry.
But like
fries,
their burgers are always just above a notch from being good. Like they're always above good. That's what I like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will say that they're definitely a step up from like your casual, like burger joint or whatnot. The only thing I really like from them is their bison burger. Their bison burgers are so freaking good.
Oh yeah,
that's the only thing I enjoyed from them. But if I were to say, if there's a place, if you're ever driving through Utah, don't go. Well, I will choose this place over the burger bar every time. Warren's,
they're all right.
Oh my god, Warren's is so. Oh my god, they're so freaking good. I mean, I worked there for a year and a half, but like, god, their food is so freaking good. And when it was really crazy to think, because the way they little behind the scenes there, the way they make their fries, because they're crinkle cut fries, but they're not crinkle cut fries. So there's a machine that they have that it's basically pre-mashed potatoes, and it goes into this machine, and it conforms it into a crinkle cut shape,
Huh.
and then it pushes it out. It pushes the fries out into the deep fryer directly. Like it goes from it's like a mashed potato conformed into a crinkle cut fry and then dropped into the deep fryer. It's
Right.
really crazy. And like I was like, oh, these crinkle cut fries are so freaking good. Like they're mashed potatoes. It's really funny.
Let's see. Manamonk. Hey, Manamonk. What's up? It says, before I became a vegetarian, I would hit White Castle any chance I could. Their meatless version doesn't do it for me. But you know what does it for you? Crinkle cut fries.
Mashed potato crinkle cut fries.
There's one restaurant that I want to go back to. It's in West Virginia, though, called Hillbilly Hot Dogs.
Billy hot dog.
Oh, if you like hot dogs, if you're ever in Colorado, in downtown downtown Denver, I think it's called the Hot Dog Place is what it's called. But they have amazingly delicious hot dogs. They're like gourmet hot dogs. They're so freaking good, and shockingly, like for what you're getting, the price is like fantastic. So freaking good.
See, Hillbilly Hot Dog is gourmet hot dogs.
Yeah.
Gourmet hot dogs.
Sorry,
Oh,
James.
yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel, not worth it.
Oh.
Not worth it at all. They're so expensive, and
They
their
are
hot dogs
expensive.
are so subpar, man.
Wiener Schnitzels, like I actually prefer the hot dogs from Wiener Schnitzels over Sonic's hot dogs, but I prefer Sonic over Wiener Schnitzel just for the other choices.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Sonic tater tots are so freaking good.
And the Route 66 drinks with real fruit blasts are insanely good.
I love those things.
Yeah.
Love the real fruit. The real fruit milkshakes are even good.
Mm.
Oh yeah, those are like fresh fruit. That's what we had at Warren's, and you know I think it's crazy. Like I don't know if Derek's had the shakes at Warren's, but
Yeah, I
they're
have.
freaking good, man. We use fresh. Well, we still do, but when I worked there, fresh fruit in shakes is like the best, hands down the best.
No, I've eaten at Warren's a couple times. Yeah. There was a Warren's before it became a Big D, then closed later on. But that was in the same. You remember when you worked at the hotel?
Yeah,
In,
yeah. When I went to Super 8, yeah.
On that road down, there used to be a Big D's restaurant on the side.
Oh, D's
And-
restaurant, yeah, over on 1900.
Yeah, that used to be Warren's back in the day too.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. I did not know that. I know there's two D's. Well, there were two D's locations, but one of them closed down. The one on 1900 stayed open.
Mm.
We had a Logan's close here.
I remember. So fond memory when there's this highway that I don't know if it's a highway stretch or road, but it was a road to a highway at least, where Andrew worked at this hotel way on I-80, and I'd walk miles to his work, so we'd play with our cube because we actually had a generic basic cube that we were building.
Yeah.
And late at night, when everything's were calmed down, I'd show up walking miles to his work to play.
Yeah, because I worked the graveyard shift, so
Yeah.
it was like for the first like hour or 2 hours, we'd get an occasional one or two people, and across on the other side of the highway, there was a bar called Outlaws, and they that people would get too drunk to go home or drive home, so they'd come over to our hotel and check in at the amount of drunks that came over was so funny. Yeah. So at around I'd say like 2:00 in the morning is probably a good average time. But Derek would come down and hang out, and I had a group of friends. Chase would come down too and hang out with me as well.
That's killer. But I remember one time I was walking down And a cop stopped me and said, "You're not supposed to be walking in the street in the middle of the night."
Yeah. And then he got there. I was like, sorry.
That was funny because, like, I remember walking down the street and a cop car drove past me. Then all of a sudden, brake stopped and turned around, and another cop car just came up, stopped, and apparently. In this area, because there's like houses on the sides that are kind of hard to get to, but they're on the side of the roads, like, they're on the side of a highway, basically. And they said because I had a backpack with my cube in it and stuff, and they got their flashlights in my face, or like flashing them in my eyes, and they're like, "What you doing out here?" And I'm like, "Walking to the hotel down here to hang out with a friend." So you shouldn't be walking in the road, especially without any protection lights. And you're not supposed to walk on this road anyways, because there's no sidewalks and it's a main road. I'm like, okay. It says then they said, "There's been a series of break-ins here. Was that you?" I said, "No." Said, "You can check my backpack if you want. There's nothing in there that's not mine." And so they did. And I'm like, I got everything. I almost got everything but a pat down. That was funny.
There was Derek, do you remember because I think I was friends with Craig before I was friends with you at Job Corps. Do you remember our story of Craig and I's first experience in Ogden?
I don't remember it fully, but you've told it to me before.
So Hillbilly, I'm new to Utah. This is probably like my first year ever in Utah, and Craig is a good friend of mine. I met at Job Corps. Lost contact with him, which I'm really sad about because we were very, very good friends. But we decided because to go off Job Corps you have to sign up for a program to go off campus. So we both decided, like, hey, let's go to Ogden and let's go to Heebie Jeebies, which is a card shop in Ogden that we knew about. So we decided to do that. So it was a weekend. It was like a Saturday or whatnot. And we decided to go off campus, right? And we start making our way to Heebie Jeebies. It's our first time ever in Ogden. And these two guys come up to us and say, "Give us all your stuff. Like, give us everything." And they held us at gunpoint. And I'm looking at Craig. I'm like, "Dude, what the hell?" And and Craig, I took off my backpack. Craig takes off his backpack, and we hand him our backpacks. But all we had were magic cards. And so they take our stuff, run around the corner, and come back like maybe 20-30 minutes later. No, it's probably like 20 minutes later. And hand us our backpacks back, and they're like, "You don't have anything valuable," and then they left.
Wow.
Wow.
What the fuck just happened? And it was so crazy that because Craig, like, he smoked cigarettes, but he didn't smoke, like, he didn't like regularly smoke cigarettes, and I was a smoker at the time. He's like, "Dude, give me a cigarette." There you go. And but like, he's like, "I'm so glad they didn't ask for my wallet," because he had like $1,500 in his wallet.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dude, that'd be in my sock and my shoe.
I was like, "Dude, what just happened?" And that was our first experience in Ogden, Utah. I was like, "Oh, this is the kind of town it is." And then I lived there with Derek.
That's right.
For many years.
Wow.
Yeah, Ogden is bad.
Well, not anymore now. I will say, whoever took over the city and whatnot, they did a really good job at cleaning it up, and it's actually quite expensive to live in Ogden now. because of it. They've revamped the entire city. Remember how janky the park was right next to the public library?
Yeah.
Dude, they cleaned that up. If you ever drive by there, it is a nice park to go to. Really nice. Because that used to be like heavy drug deals going on all the time right at that park, man. That was the place. But dang, it's crazy to think.
Oh yeah. Someone wants attention. There you go, Andrew. Here's a cat. You want a cat? Here's a cat.
Sure.
I
have 3 dogs and a cat as it is. I don't have room for another cat.
My dog don't like cats. Of course, he ain't never been around one either.
All right. Well, so I just got some news today because of things happening. There will not be a Prime Tortoise tonight. No Prime Tortoise. Well, in short, responsibilities, like a store responsibility, that's pretty important for the store. But it was supposed to happen this morning for Prime. Has not happened yet. I'm not going into more of the story, but this is breaking news to me right now. So you're getting this live from me. So the Prime Tortoise is, well,
live from the Tortoise Show.
Right. Live from the Tortoise Show. So that means
okay. Anyways, James, to your question, how much do you think the cards may have actually been worth at that time?
10 cents a piece. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably. It was definitely our binders were like bulk rares. If they took my deck, that would have been a little different because I had the artifact deck with me during that time, and Derek has an idea of how much that deck was worth. That deck was probably worth maybe $600-$700.
Yeah, like $100 ish. That was pretty big that was pretty expensive for Magic back in the
because
time.
Tinkers were stupid expensive, and so was Darksteel. Darksteel Colossuses were pretty expensive too, and there were 4 copies of that in that deck.
Well, they didn't know what they had then.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they took our backpacks and just came back with they were like, oh, you just have Magic cards. Like, yeah, we're nerds.
That's hilarious. Like the fact that they came back.
Yeah, it made it all that funny. It's like if you're gonna rob people, we're like, well, obviously if they took Craig's wallet, that'd be a different story. But like outside of that, it's like we're probably the least people you want to try and rob.
Especially you're a big dude too, so they were gutsy.
Oh, yeah, well, they held us at gunpoint. What are we supposed to do? What do you when someone holds you at gunpoint, you have no choice, which is very odd too, because like not only did this happen, like on Washington, this was right across the street from the that Ogden Park in the middle of Ogden,
right,
on 25th Street.
Right,
it was a busy place. I'm just like, dude, why are they doing in the middle of the day? It's like probably like 2:33 p.m. It's like busy traffic and everything like that. Like it was a very weird experience. I will say that much. It was just like, dude, I can't believe this happened. Like, we couldn't believe it. It was really funny. And then we ended up going to that the Burger King down on I went there many times.
Oh yeah.
we had a good time with with a fry box there.
Come rob me.
But yeah, no, it was a crazy experience.
Yeah, sure. That is crazy.
We spent
that's robbing somebody.
That's a lot of foils there, sir.
It's a lot of big cardboard.
Yep.
Don't get held at gunpoint or fork it over.
No,
that's crazy.
That's a sad story in reality.
It's Sad but funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Oh no, yeah, it was a weird scenario, and I don't look at it like I look back. I'm just like that wasn't really that sad. It was just really stupid. It's just like can't believe this happened.
like the ridiculous part, like they walked your stuff back to you and said, "Here, you have nothing valuable."
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
most
pretty much.
people, like most smart people, and I say smart, not saying I condone this action, is that they look at the stuff in the bag, and if there's nothing in it, they drop it and leave.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The fact, yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, honestly, if you were like trying to rob someone, you would just take their stuff and run away. If it's no
Yep.
value
If it
to
ain't,
you, you throw it away, right? But
Right.
like the fact that they came back and handed us our stuff back is so weird. Just like what the hell?
That's like, yeah, I know. That's like the shocker of it. It's like, what?
and gunpoint just for some magic cards.
Well, they didn't know what was in the backpack.
Well, they didn't know. Yeah, obviously, they didn't know what we had. But yeah, it was. Yeah, you're just sitting there like, wow, that's. So
Well, think
ridiculous.
about this. This was a time before Magic exploded, and people didn't know the value of Magic cards at the time, and Magic was still kind of like a cheap game to get into. And not so all the nerds weren't walking around with backpacks all the time. So to walk around with a backpack, like say on a Saturday, just kind of put a target on your back to look like you might be carrying something worth money, like a laptop to the library or something.
That's fair.
But,
That's a good point.
Can you just imagine what went through their minds after they took your backpack?
They're like nerds. We got to be nice to them. We feel bad for them.
Like like and whoever those people are, and they'll probably never hear this, but I hope that's a story they get to live. Like we robbed these two guys one time, and all they had was some bunch of cards.
Right?
We felt so bad we had to give it back to them.
Right?
Oh my god!
Most pointless robbery ever.
Oh, you know what story went through my head
What's that?
just now? Is how Craig and Dean Montgomery became best friends. And
Yeah, dude, that is so freaking funny. So I would love to share this story. So Dean didn't like Craig. Dean didn't like anybody. Realistically, let's not sugarcoat it. He hated everybody. But Dean and I became friends because we both were Native American. Yeah, he was from he was Navajo from Arizona, and so we got along pretty well because we had a lot of Native American culture that we talked about. And I'm Sioux from South Dakota, if anybody wants to know. But I was good friends with Craig, and I wanted Craig to get along with Dean because we were all like good friends. And so Dean pissed off Craig, so Craig got mad and stabbed him in the temple with the backside of a pencil with the eraser. And Dean got really upset about it, but was like, okay, I respect it. And then they became good friends. Out of nowhere.
Wow.
And then, yeah, that's what it took, apparently. Craig just stabbed Dean in the temple with a pencil. And they became friends. It was very
and
funny.
one of my favorite stories. I don't know how many people will get this, but it was funny. So there was a lot of us because in our dorm alone there was at least Dean, his brother, and you. Was there any other Native Americans?
His brother was gone, but when I arrived, he just transitioned out, so I never met his brother.
All right,
But
well,
a lot of people talked about him.
the short dude. I can't remember his name because these two brothers. The interesting story about the two brothers is they were separated at birth and they lived in two different parts of the world and they ended up meeting in Job Corps. That was what's unique about that situation. But one of the funniest things is we had a lot of curiosities because I was friends with Dean, not as like acquainted as you were. But Dean and I were pretty chill. And his brother and I were pretty chill. But there was a time Craig and I were chilling out together, and I don't know where you were at the point, or maybe you were in the room, the dormitory room, but I remember Craig was trying to get a serious answer without sounding racist or anything out of Dean, asking before Americans came to, or the
Oh,
Pilgrims came to.
yes. I know. I was. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, it's so funny. So sorry, Derek. I don't mean to take over the story, but it's so freaking funny. So Craig asked Dean. He's all like, "So what did Native Americans call this place before the settlers came over and took over the land?" And he's like, "Home, you fuck."
that was the
So freaking funny.
that was like the most impactful memory I have of Dean right there.
Yeah. Dean gave no shits about anything. He was his own person. He did, he was on a plan. He set his goal and he did it.
Yep.
It was really crazy because talking to Dean for a lot of the time before Derek and I started hanging out, Dean and I were like probably the first like friends that I had at Job Corps, and then I met Craig later on, and it's crazy because like I taught Dean how to play Magic, and it clicked for him like incredibly, and it really saddened me because like I talked to him a little bit after. I haven't talked to him in years now, but after he transitioned out, he decided to quit Magic, and I'm just like, dude, you could play professionally. Like, you're so freaking good at the game.
Mhm.
And it really sucked to see that he decided to quit Magic. But man, it's just like, dude, he would have made it.
Yeah, he
And,
would have. He was very creative, and he knew how to look at the game correctly.
well, he was intelligent. He was a very smart human being. A lot of credit to him because he's the one that actually taught me how to play pool at the rec center.
Oh yeah.
And and he also played against the pros at Weber State University
Mhm.
and was beating those guys. And I'm just like, dude, you need to like you need to like dive into something because you're so freaking good at all
Mhm.
these things. Like, that was crazy.
I know. You know what was sickening was his talent at art.
Oh yeah, he was an artist too. God, he was
Like,
just a well, like, man, he had a lot of talents for sure.
like he was good with the pen. He was good on computer. Like, he made some amazing, fantastic art on basic paint program on Windows before they even had like Photoshop readily easy for the public. I
Yeah.
mean, you get that old paint program. He did this line drawing and make like some epic art, like with great gradients on a simple program where your paint splotches were just dumb, and he just turned it into something beautiful.
Yeah, he's a very talented human being. And you know what? Maybe not talking about him. Maybe I will message him because I'm friends with him on Facebook. So,
Nice.
but yeah, no. It's been years since I talked to him. But yeah,
Yeah, I was friends with him for a bit, but he kind of just separated from everything.
oh yeah. I mean, that's Dean, right? He
Mhm.
didn't like anybody, so it's really easy to just go into the void, right? When you don't like anybody.
Because I remember he was a welder for a while when he left.
Yeah, he transitioned out as a welder.
Yeah.
Dude, did you know Craig was going to stay in Utah?
No, I didn't.
When he transitioned out, he was going to work for Peterson Incorporated.
Well, why not? That's a good company.
Yeah, I know, right? But I don't know, something had happened, and this was probably around the time where I lost like kind of connection with him. But
Mhm.
apparently he transitioned out and ended up going back to California. So I don't know. That's the last thing I know, and I'm really sad because like we were really good friends. And if you want to talk about someone who's really influenced me in the direction of life, there are three people technically, because Derek's part of it too. The other person obviously is DJ.
Mhm.
I love that guy. Miss
Oh,
him to
poor
pieces.
DJ.
Yeah, it really tragedy, and I still
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat, that's not DJ Longhair that you know, different DJ.
Yeah. And then Craig. And Craig was like a very big influence on how I transition out. What gave me the motivation to transition out. I mean, he made me read books, but not just books. Like he like he walked into my room. I'll never forget this. He walked into my dorm, and I was like taking a nap after our classes and everything like that, and it was like close to dinner time, and he comes into my room and kicks me in my bed, straight up just side kicks me and throws a book at my head and says, "Read this." And surprisingly, I really enjoyed the book. The book is called The Jester. It's by James Patterson. It was a very, very good book, and it actually brought my my love for James Patterson, because the way I this is the way I see it. James Patterson writes books for ADHD or ADD kids because one page is like one chapter. So
Wow.
you could read 20 pages and be on chapter 20.
Wow.
Wow.
And you could be like, I read 20 chapters today.
Nice. I did not know there's books like that. That'd be something I should look
Yeah.
into.
That's
I've
something,
already tried reading
yeah,
books.
it's really funny. I will recommend The Jester. It's a good book. It's a really good read. But yeah, no, that was Craig was an awesome individual, and I miss him to pieces. I really do.
Mhm.
And who else was in our? I was kind of remember Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob. Cheddar Bob. Like anybody who's ever seen 8 Mile and you think of Cheddar Bob, that's what Cheddar Bob looked like. That's why
Yeah, the kid in our dorm looked exactly like Cheddar Bob. It was so funny. It was just like, wow. And they gave him the nickname, and he went with it, man. He was all on board.
Yeah, Cheddar Bob. I can't remember his name, but we used to hang out together a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he was part of the crew, right? He was part of the H Storm crew.
Storm.
H Storm. Oh my god, the freaking the dorm reps representation we would do when we do fire drills, and everybody had to go line up, and everyone was H Storm. Oh my god, ridiculous.
You know, it's ridiculous. Is being promised the full pizza for cleaning an entire room and waxing the floor and getting half that pizza.
Yep. True. Dude, I remember when I got promoted to a dorm lead, and they were like, "Hey, we could use you in J dorm."
Right.
And I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, I could do that." So I moved over to J dorm, and we had like the really nice dorm with our own like private room basically, and it was because we were leaders, because J dorm is basically jail dorm, is what I just say. So the students that are close to termination would go to J dorm, and so we had to like work with those kids. And I think I was there for what, 2 days. And then I was like, I'm going back to H Storm. Fuck this. Get back to H Storm. Which was really funny. And then everyone wanted to go to the Hiltons. That was the dorms to go to, because you literally had your own like basically apartment. But
well, there were 2 bedroom rooms, like 2 bedrooms with 1 bathroom. Big space. It was basically like a hotel room with two janky beds, you know, for you and the other person in your room. And you had 2 closets, nice space. You had a window that actually faced outwards, and you had a nice bathroom that separated. Yeah, they were the fancy, but
they were way above what our dorms were. Way above. Like we had, you know, a cabinet with a locker. The stuff we did like was very unique, I will say, because like we had to make our bed a specific way. It was very militarized. I mean, granted, it's a government facility, so
Right.
they're gonna want us to do it that way. But yeah, we had to make our bed a very specific way. We had to literally clean everything. we
That's
had
right.
we had the highest rating dorm, highest
That's
rated
true.
dorm
We did.
campus.
Oh, yeah, because I remember our Shirley was our
We had
dorm leader lady.
Shirley, and we
Yeah.
had Mr. Worley.
Mr. Worley. We don't talk about Mr. Worley.
Worley. And then we had what was her name? Oh my god. A funny story about her. So we had another dorm RA. They were
Mhm.
RAs, residential advisors. They would God, what was her name?
I don't remember.
She was the cat lady. She was the cat lady.
Yeah, pretty much.
But she came in one day and she was just a total mess. Like she wore like because she was
Oh yeah, I remember.
and she wore like an
Her
overshirt.
excuse.
And so her outfit, she wore mismatching shoes with mismatching socks with mismatching shirts. It was so bad, and her hair was a mess. And I remember Shirley asking her like, "What happened?" And she's like, "I ran into Thursday." And she's like, what does that mean? So apparently she has like her like daily outfits that she would wear. So she tripped and fell and got mixed matched with her Wednesday and Thursday. And so she couldn't remember which outfit was which, and she ended up just putting on a mixture of both because she didn't know which one was her Wednesday, which was her Thursday. It was really funny. It was really
you
funny.
gotta remember, these people have to wake up like at 5 a.m. to
Oh yeah,
get
for
out.
sure. For sure.
You know,
Especially you remember who was our morning guy? Do you remember his name?
oh dude, I can't remember, but he looked like
His iconic voice of everybody up
yeah.
every morning. So
He always reminded me of I can't think of the actor's name, but he played in he's a black dude who played the actor played in like the I can't remember his name, but he played a funny character, very funny, always strict character. Poor guy passed away, played in like a Ball 1000, Mr. Ball 1000 movie. He played in Transformers 1 as the car dealership guy. I can't remember him. Let me look him up because the face is good. His facial looks looked like him. But yeah, everybody up.
God, that was so iconic. That's what I remember because he would because all the lights would come on at what I think it was like 5 a.m. All the lights would turn on because it like I said, it's very militarized hillbilly. So we had to be in bed by like I think 8 p.m. on a school day or during our classes day. So the lights would go off at 8 and everybody had to be in bed by 9.
He looked like Bernie Mac. That's what I was trying to think.
Oh yeah, he kind of did. You're yeah. Yep. But he was our morning RA and he literally would just walk down the hallway and just yell, "Everybody up." And if you weren't awake, he'd kick your door. He was a very strict like human being. Like it was really crazy that like you would be afraid of him. Like everyone was kind of like this guy.
He's a big dude.
And he's a big dude, and he's very stern. Doesn't have any emotion on his face. He would just you'd talk to him, and he'd be like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, he was our overnight
Very
RA.
like very very strict, and it was really funny because I actually ran into him later on after I transitioned out. I can't remember. I think I was working at a Maverick gas station. He stopped by and got like a cup of coffee or something like that, and I was like, "Oh my god, I remember you from Job Corps." And he's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, "Yeah, I was in H Storm." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I haven't worked there in years." He ended up leaving and got some other government job. But yeah, it was really funny. I was just like, man, you're iconic. Everybody up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning because he would just yell it down the hall, man.
Yeah.
It was like, and then I had to be because I got I became one of the dorm leaders, and my job was to make sure people got up. And so when he would yell, I would get up, and then my job was to go down because he would kick the doors, but I would have to go into the room and get people to wake up. Like, hey, get out of bed.
I hated being dorm in the dorm leadership and had to wake everybody up because when no one respects a student, but they respected the RA.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's like I will send the RA in here, and they're like, okay, I'm getting up.
Oh, and and the worst part about being a dorm leader is having to clean up after everybody, even though they clean. It's like so at night everybody has to do chores. Like in the morning they had to do chores, like morning chores, night chores. But after the chores are done, people go in and just fuck things up. Like chores are done, let's go fuck it up. Doesn't matter. We got graded, we got a good grade, fuck it up. I'm like, dude.
Yep, we had to stay a little after so that way we can go through all the rooms, check everything. Like we had to check literally everything. Like we had to check the sills on all the freaking floors and everything like that. We had to check for dust, dirt, anything. Because I never seen the people that graded our dorms. I've never because they always came long after we were gone. But they would check everything and they would dock anything they find. And basically there was a score every single day. There was a score handed out to every single dorm, and then it was on it was like in that little like one of those little display things at the front of the dorm or whatever that told you like this is their score. And so we always had the highest rating, like the highest score across the board. It was really crazy. It was cool to be part of that dorm.
Yeah.
It was a very unique time.
Shirley ran a really good dorm.
Yeah,
she did. Yeah, I can't remember her last name, but she was a good RA. She motivated us, and she got us to keep the dorm clean. We were the highest rated basic dorm because we had E dorm and we had the Hiltons as our two examples, and we even beat the Hiltons a lot. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, the Hiltons. Yeah, like we even beat the Hiltons. Like that was crazy. And E dorm was like the dorm. Like that was like oh my gosh, I remember so many people talk about E dorm like, oh, we're the best dorm, but we always beat them like by half point.
Not only that, we had a summer like during summer breaks they'd move us to E dorm for the people that stayed behind, and we'd live in E dorm. There was nothing great about that dorm.
They threw me in J dorm.
Poor guy.
Yeah, we had to go to J dorm. I remember staying there with Meeks.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, because Meeks couldn't go home or something like that, and he ended up staying on campus. But I got to room with him for the whole summer.
Well, see, the thing is I could have gone home on that summer break, but I stayed there because of you.
I appreciate it. I really did. Like, I appreciate it because DJ did the exact same thing, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. Here's a funny story for you guys out there. The first time I hung out with Derek, like outside of campus, we were already kind of good friends at this time. We decided to go off campus. He wore the craziest outfit I've ever seen in my life. It literally, he wore this shirt that had like 9 different colors on it, and like these pants that like one little pant leg was red and the other pant leg was green. It was the most bizarre outfit straight out of the 80s. And somebody was looking, someone on campus looked at him and was like, dude, what are you wearing? He's like, I got it out of your mom's closet.
I remember that.
It was so funny. Oh my god. Good times.
That's hilarious. I forgot about that story, but I remember saying that back.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then we went off campus and we hung out all day, and you wore the most craziest outfit I've ever seen anybody wear.
Right. You got the outfit mixed up because I remember this outfit. Like I had a bright red Dickies, for pants I was wearing.
Okay.
Then I had this bowling shirt from back then. It was mainly green, but I had like a red shoulder.
It was
and
very
like
80s.
different color sleeves. Then I had this women's jacket that was bright ass green. And I don't know why I like this jacket so much, other than it was bright. And so I wore it. So I was wearing this big jacket, this colorful shirt, this like very bright green shirt. I looked like Christmas on crack.
It really did. It was so wild.
And I was just in love with the bright colors. And I was proud of it too. Yeah, and I was proud of it. I did not regret it. And I still don't regret it to this day because I got a really good friend out of the deal. And then Andrew and I went off campus out into the wilds of Ogden. And I went out. We were having fun playing talking to Magic. We even met a guy off campus who because of Patriarch's Bidding is what I remember. Was it Patriarch's Bidding? It was a Patriarch card where it comes to play or a chant creature gains protection from color of your choice, draw a card when it enters the battlefield. That card. And anyways, we ended up meeting some friends, having a blast, and no one treated me any different or any weird. Like they just accepted me who I was in this random flash sale of an outfit.
Yeah, it was the wildest outfit, man. If you saw it today, you'd be like, wow.
I was a fashionista.
Oh Lord.
It was wild. It was a very and then like I remember someone talking to me about it, like one of the other kids that I talked to. He was like, do you hang out with that dude all day? I was like, yeah. He's my friend. But yeah, it was really funny. Oh god, the color scheme. God, that outfit was bizarre, man. Derek, I respect you for wearing that. And like me, like delving into the 80s a little bit later in life and realizing how much I love the 80s, that even Craig was like, dude, were you like frozen in time the entire 80s? Like, dude, why are you? Because like I was huge into the 80s stuff. So the fact that Derek was wearing that bizarre outfit, I was totally cool with it. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Let me go get a sweatband. I'll be back.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I actually kind of miss those pants though. Out of all that entire outfit, I miss those pants.
This is not the crazy bizarre jacket that it was all like triangular too. It was like triangular colors. It was so bizarre, so out there.
And look, like my wife would not let me get away with that kind of outfit, but I would still wear it.
And I'd still support it. So and we'll go walk around in Ogden for a day.
Right? Well, nowadays you'd probably get different reactions for instead of being like, you're weird for hanging out that. No, you're probably fitting into the in crowd there.
Oh,
now.
I know, right? Oh god, these days.
I was a man ahead of the future. No, I'm kidding. just gotta be careful which bar I walk into.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. We're gonna call this stream a good stream. We're gonna say goodbye to all you fellow peoples. I want to say thank you, Hillbilly, for joining us.
Anytime.
Thank you, Stacey Sword, for being awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to check out carnsutopia.com.
Go get a dice bag.
Dice bag.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron.